I'm getting closer and closer to 1 million waves done on this 100% free-to-play account that I created a while ago. So today we are back with another checkup video on this account with around 850,000 total waves done. You can find all the previous parts of this journey linked in the description box, and I hope you can use this both as for motivation and also for help when you are making your own journey throughout Castle. We are using the Lightning and Town Archer build in here. I currently have 3 main goals for Cloudnatcher for this account right now. The first one is obviously to hit that 1 million waves milestone, which is incredible milestone to hit. I can't wait to get there. The second one is to get properly started with Bone Dragon farming, which is basically any day now. It's decently fast. I will show you my build and a battle in this video. Just wait one moment. But getting really started with that is the second goal I have currently. And the third one is, of course, to finish the P1 heroes, the level 10,000 heroes, so that I can get an insane amount of more skill points. We started with that in the previous checkup video, and I'm still continuing with that goal right now. So right now, Cloudnatcher is around 850,000 waves done, which is not bad at all for a free-to-play account start at the beginning of this year. But still, however, I feel I'm slightly behind my own desired pace, so I would have wanted to be a little bit on a higher level by now. And there's one main reason for this slightly slower progression than what I had initially planned. And the reason is that lately I've been away from my home quite a lot, and sadly I haven't been able to bring my spare phone with me quite a lot of times, which I use to run the Cloudnatcher account. And since we do have to keep the game running 24/7 on our device in order to be able to use the Autobattle, not being able to take the device with me means I haven't been able to do waves while I have been away. However, I believe now I have found a solution for this issue, and to the rescue comes our sponsor of today's video, LDCloud. LDCloud is a cloud phone service that allows you to run the game directly on your PC or your mobile device without actually using the hardware resources of your device or increasing your electricity bill because you are having so many devices on all the time. You can run multiple devices on the same account and access them all anytime you want, anywhere you are. You can access them through the desktop app on your PC, you can access them through the app on your phone, or you can just go to your browser and access them through that as well. And why this is so handy for Castle players such as me or you is that even if you close your phone or you close your PC, your Castle will still be running 24/7 in the cloud. So that means you can keep on using the Castle's built-in Autobattle function to keep on completing waves even if you don't have any devices on at all, because the game is actually running in the cloud server instead of your actual physical device. So that means you don't necessarily need a spare phone in order to play the game. You don't have to worry about your phone overheating and exploding overnight when you are keeping it on charger in order to keep the game running. And you don't need to worry about getting insane electricity bills because you're running your PC on all the time, day and night, 24/7. And for example, personally, for safety reasons, I do not like to leave devices on and charging in my home if I leave home. So this means I can still have the peace of mind that my device won't be exploding when I'm away from home, and I will still be able to actually play the game. And if I do need to access the game, I can do it through my phone if needed. LDCloud offers flexible spending plans tailored for your needs, and I currently have the KVIP package in here connected to the Netherlands server, and I'm running the Android 10 in here. If you want to try it out, check out my link in the description. You can get your first 6 hours trial for as little as 10 cents. And doing so directly helps me as well to be able to keep running this channel. So thank you for doing that for me as well. Based on my experience so far, it seems to be running better than what it was running on my spare phone. So especially, for example, if I'm doing infinite calling, it means slightly less lag when using 3x game speed, so I do like that. My infinite calling setup is, by the way, the same as it was previously. I'm still running 10x ratio for my IC currently, and I really am satisfied with that. But as promised, let's see the dragon hunting setup in here. It's pretty much similar as we have seen before, so my treasures are what I would recommend for you always to use in your dragon hunting setup, especially the strange key should be in your setup every single time you are doing any dungeons or dragons. If you don't have the strange key, then don't bother doing any of those because it's just a waste of time. The damage dealers are the same as they are in the Way build, except we are using the Dark Bowmaster promotion in here instead of the Dark Lightning Archer promotion, which would be the right path in here. That is because of the skill tree that we are currently using, and the skill tree is starting from the physical path. So I have the entire physical tree in here except this one physical damage node in here that will boost our Dark Elf's healing, so makes us able to survive easier the dungeons and dragons, and also gives Dark Bowmaster amazing damage against the bosses in dragons and in dungeons whenever you are using this setup. So that's why we have the full physical tree in here. Also, we have the stone castle base to boost physical damage as well. Then of course we have the Town node section in here, and in the ice tree currently with the points that I have available we have the pointed bone, which gives us crit chance for our heroes, so more healing for Dark Elf and also more damage for our heroes, and also the sword node for general damage increase. And then of course we do have the lightning nodes in here as well, so basically with this I have almost the entire lightning tree as well for Zeus and Thor, basically except of this one lightning damage node in here that is currently missing. So a couple of more points and then I will have those as well. The next things for this dragon hunting setup would be, well, getting the sword nodes in the fire tree, in the summon tree and in the poison tree, and maybe the witch nodes in here as well, in which case I could use witches in the build to boost the damage output of my heroes a little bit more. But by the time I have enough points for that, I will also probably have enough to include succubus in my build eventually, but we shall see. That's still a work in progress and we shall see how that goes in general. But that is how the skill tree looks like, and we are using this to do the bone dragon right now. So right now we are playing with the LDCloud app. I just popped an ad for 3x game speed, so we can do the bone dragon with 3x game speed, but I will show you fast that the app itself supports hotkeys just as an emulator on PC would do. So if you're used to playing using hotkeys to farm, to play the game, then you can use it in the LDCloud app as well. So in here we have 3 buttons that I use to start the battle, and then I use spacebar to activate the altar. So let's close that one, and then we can start the actual battle like that. And let's see how fast this will be. So as you can see, it still takes a little while to complete, but I have no issues staying alive. I have enough healing from Dark Elf and also from Smith as well, whatever I need. And well, yeah, I can eventually tire the Bone Dragon out and I can kill him, especially on 3x game speed, which I would recommend doing anytime you are farming dragons to dungeons. Pop an ad for 3x game speed and it will be a much more pleasurable experience. There we go, Bone Dragon dead, and it's relatively fast. And honestly, I could start farming Bone Dragon right now, but I'm slightly lazy, so I'm gonna wait a little while. I'm gonna get maybe my Town Archers to level 90,000, and then I will start actually farming the Bone Dragon fully. Here are the battle results. As you can see, Town Archers being the number 1 in here and Bowmaster being the second. And then we have, because we also have the Lightning Tree, we have Thor and Zeus doing relatively lots of damage as well to the Bone Dragon. So all in all, a satisfied kill time, satisfied results, but I'm gonna wait just a little while before I start doing those Bone Dragon farming streams, so make sure to join in there as well whenever those are gonna be happening. And finally, as for my waving setups, I still do have the gold build and I do have the free Autobattle build, both in here, both in action. I still need to farm a couple of CD items to fully stabilize the gold build for higher Devil Horn levels, so that's why I also want to get into the Bone Dragon farming as soon as possible. But I'm having the same 4 CDEs in here for my gold build, and this is the preferable setup I want to be running with this, and I want to be able to run Devil Horn +3 with this one. I still need a couple of more of those CDE items, so I need to work on those. But the main change that has happened in here since last time is that I now have slingers in the build. I have slingers currently with the static orb. They could use the agility or the physical orb as well for more attack speed, but I have the static orb since I did get a max roll on the first try on static orb. That means that Cloud Nacho now has a better static orb than my main account, which is on 20 million waves. Yikes. But yeah, I'm satisfied with that, obviously. I do have 1 stun line, 1 slow line in here for the sword, and the same accessory I was previously using on Dorothy for my free Autobattle setup, so that's currently in here, so stun chance, +1 summon in CDE. And I did this change when I got to the point of Skilltree where I have enough points that I was able to get the Slinger Piercing node in here. So that's what I currently have in the summon tree in here for the Skilltree, and I have the entire Lightning Tree except for the flying damage nodes, which I can take eventually, but otherwise I do have the lightning damage boosting nodes, and then in the physical tree I do have the strafe nodes and I do have the sword node as well. I can take the haste node as well, but since I have both Hunter and Town Archers in, that's fine for now. And finally in here in Ice Tree I have the pointed bone that gives me crit chance for my heroes whenever Dark Skeleton is cast, so that's a little bit of more power in there. Next steps would be, well, to complete the ice tree, get the sword node, get the slow damage nodes, and get the increased frozen damage nodes and so on. But also I want to eventually get the poison tree so that I can start using succubus in this build as well. I still need to figure out how I'm gonna go with this, or will I be able to purchase the 13 hero slot at some point or not. I haven't decided on that. As for now, it's completely free to play account. And for the free Autobattle build, it's the same as previously, except I started to use angels for fun, basically, because I was able to get the static orb. I wanted to see how the angels on the teleport promotion work with the static orb regarding boss damage output during the wave. They are in a single proc range, they don't double proc, like in my main account build they do double proc, but in here they are single proc, but it's, well, I mean, it's decent. I didn't really see much performance improvements compared to using Dark Assassin in that slot previously, so you can use whatever you want, but since I did have the 1% static orb, I started to use angels in here, and they do have one CD accessory usually that's currently in the gold build, so whenever I want to switch, I need to switch the CD items as well, which is a little bit of a pain. So currently the CD item they are using in here is in here on military band in the gold build. But those are the only changes I have made. Of course, I'm starting to use the bar building for the wave build so that I can boost the amount of slingers, and for the free Autobattle build, the amount of angels that are in the build. The skill tree I can show you for the free Autobattle build, it's not that much different than the gold build, except I just went for more points in the ice tree in here instead of the summon tree for now. But yeah, I want to get rid of the free Autobattle build. I would rather not keep using this much longer anymore. So, small changes here and there, but it's building up quite nicely. I can't wait to be able to do thousands upon thousands defense against the Bone Dragon and get a lot of juicy items for this account. What do you think about the account progression so far, and how has your journey been? I would love to hear, so don't hesitate to leave me a comment down below and tell me. And also, don't forget to check out the link in the description if you want to try LDCloud for yourself. Thank you very much, my friends. See you in the next one. Stay safe.